Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is YQ Fashion World, and today we are going to be making that hairband. You just saw the picture, and here I'm showing you the items we'll be needing. We need elastic band. That was the first one I stretched, and I'm taking the measurements of the fabrics we'll be using. The first one there is 3.5 inches by 12 inches. The next one too is 3.5 inches by 15 inches. And that last one is 27 inches on fold. So that means I have like 54 inches at a stretch there. Those are the 4 items we'll be needing for this headband. This headband has no Alice band in between. That elastic band will be the fastener for this particular one. So right here I'm showing us what to do. We are going to fold this one over to do the sewing. We are going to fold it into 2 on the stretch of that 54 inches. We are going to fold like I'm showing just now, and we'll take it to our sewing machine and we'll sew the edges. You fold it into 2, and that measurement I have there, like I said earlier, is 54 inches length by 7 inches. So we'll take it to the sewing machine and sew it on 1/2 inch sewing allowance. Okay, so you can make the width a little bit wider than that 6 inches if you want it more voluminous, but I'm going with 6 inches for this particular one. And here I'm taking the 2 pieces of fabric. We have the one with 12 inches by 3.5 and the one with 15 inches by 3.5. So you fold it over again and give it a good stitch on that particular side. And once you are done, and this is what I have when I finished the sewing. So the next thing that we are going to do now is to take the longest of it now. Or let's start with this shorter one. This shorter one is the one that will be the casing for this elastic band, and that elastic band is 6 inches. I'm using a 1 inch width of elastic, and we'll be using our safety pin now to pass it through the shortest one of that 12 inches. And once that is done, you hold it with either your wonder clip or your office pin, and we'll sew it close at the edge so that we can hold the elastic bands, the elastic with our sewing machine at the edges of that strip, that casing now. So just watch me as I do that. So thank you once again. I want to thank as many of you that watched the other Auto Gele, or like call it Fascinator video that I uploaded the last time. I want to really thank you, and thank you too for subscribing. Thank you for dropping your comments on Facebook. I appreciate you, and I know we'll do better. Yes, we'll do better. We're getting there. Thank you very much. Okay, so once this is done, you put it aside. Then the next one, that 15 inches length that we are sewn now, we'll pick it up to and pass our safety pin at one end, because we'll be passing it through this longer one. Okay, so just watch me with what I'm going to do here. We'll be passing it through this longer one, so it will be in between. That will be the one that will scrunch this one together. Okay, just watch as I go. And note, when you are doing all your passing and all, make sure that the joining that you're sewing seam now is at the center. Don't let it be at the side, let it be at the center. Yes, and don't iron any of these fabrics, any of these strips that we have done now. Don't iron any of them. So take them to your sewing machine and hold those things down. So just hold them down. So now at the end of now, we'll have two of them. Now we don't have 4 pieces again because 2 have gone into each other. Okay, so we have them as it is now. So now I've taken it to my sewing machine. I've done the stitches. And now I'm showing you what to do. So now we have right side, because there will be a side that will have our joining, the seam line now showing. So that will be the wrong side. Then we have the right side. So now right side facing each other now. Then look at what I'm doing there closely. I'm placing the right side facing each other. What the longer fabric width is wider. So you fold it over. You put this one in and fold that one over. Okay, so when we fold it over, we'll go and stitch it down. You stitch it down on both sides. So you do this on that side. I did that. And here I'm trying to arrange, that's my fabric now, this particular scrunchies that I'm doing, so that I can have the wrong side, aligned. All right, I don't want it twisted. So the next thing we'll do now is we'll bring the other end too, okay, just like that, and fold over. You fold it over. You can make this wider than the 7 inches I used. You can use 10 inches, as big as you want it. It's not restricted to this measurement, okay? Also, so once I do this, I'll take it to the sewing machine and I'm going to sew those edges close. And once we are done, we'll have this. Okay, now I've sewn it, and what we are going to do here is that we are going to trim off that edges, because once you trim it off, you pull it together and voila, your headband is ready. Just like that. So here we are not using that Alice band, let me call it the metal or the wooden one. We are not using that one now. What we use here is the elastic band, okay, so that it can size our head. It will stay put when you wear it on your head. So this elastic side will be at the back, okay, so you have that, your scrunchies at the front. All right, so I'm just showing you how it looks like on the table. So shortly you see it on the mannequin, on my mannequin head, you see it being displayed. So here you have it, and that's what it looks like. Okay, that's what it looks like. So thank you so much for watching. This is Bisoye Ali.